is actually working properly. Though I wouldn't be surprised no one's actually watching at the moment. This is actually working properly. Though I wouldn't be surprised no one's actually watching at the moment. Anyone's watching or not, let's go ahead and get this going. If nothing else, I will have an archive to post. Watching or not, let's go ahead and get this going. If nothing else, I will have an archive to post. Watching or not, let's go ahead and get this going. If nothing else, I will have an archive to post. No promises as to how well the simulator actually works, because Rising Sun's a bit weird about that, as the graphical glitches should probably indicate. But that's the risk you take with these emulators, because you just never know if they're going to work properly.
Hey, Silas. My girl Benny sent me her picture yesterday. Oh, let me tell you about Rita Hayworth. Ain't got nothing on her. Rita Hayworth? Wait a second. I thought you said Betty was a blonde. No. It's Mary Lou. I'll tell you what, Fireboy. I'll put him on a chart.
I don't want to skip the cutscenes, so I apologize for whatever happened here in translating this.
Move it, you maggots, move it! So top side, let's go on a double, hurry up!
That means adjusted. Oh wow, yeah, that sensitivity is going to need to be changed. That's more like it. Subtitles I'll leave on for now. If it gets distracting, I'll take them off, but yeah, we'll see. Oh, sucks to be.
It's only Gus. It's all Griffin. Follow me, Marine. We need to get topside right now.
Now, the thing about Rising Sun in comparison to Pacific Assault, leaving aside that you start on the ship, is that it focuses a lot more on this and less on the setup. You start in the attack, you don't have any lead up to it.
Come on, Mac, jump over. Watch it, crouch under.
Also, if this were playing co-op, there is in fact different paths you can take. When I looked back there, that's the way you'd be going if this was co-op.
Oh, damn the hatch!
And it also has secondary objectives.
Give him hell!
We'll see how many of those secondary objectives I actually remember playing this. It's been a while. Rest in peace. Also, that was a really badly aimed bomb, if that's what happens. I also think this is the only Medal of Honor game I can think of that lets you use a fire extinguisher as a quote-unquote weapon. Rest in peace. We did not know you well. Unfortunately, you don't actually get to use it as a weapon, so no bashing someone in the face there.
He's still alive! I need a fire extinguisher!
Okay, that's 2 bonus objectives. It also still has those hints. Fire hurts. Thank you, Captain Obvious. But yes, it also still has those hints like Frontline does, though I don't use it all the time just because I know the game well.
Give me that thing!
To use my phone to keep an eye on the chat, so I just need to check that on the off chance anyone actually does say anything.
Use the phone! Call headquarters!
That would be a lot more gruesome if this game were newer than it is. Anyway, you see these little radios off and on, and that's how you save. The big problem with these things is you never quite know where you're going to find them. They aren't obvious save points. Well, that and save points being a problem in the first place. Because you never know if you're going to be able to actually save when you need to. That's one thing I don't miss about these old games, though it's at least better than Arcadia. I love Arcadia, but those save points...
That's Guy's fault! Dirk! Get up on deck! Yeah.
I wonder how much they paid that guy to record that, and how much they paid to make that animation. The ship we're on, for the record, is California, which is another interesting thing because you don't really see California very often.
On your way, Marine! Please step out of it! Step out of it!
Slow fire rate good. I'm not sure how the AR would be very useful. Also, not quite sure torpedoes would work like this. Audio balancing is off. Okay. Yeah, sometimes these games... I haven't said what it said for Frontline. Frontline may be a bit quieter than Rising Sun. Let's see. Alt-tabbing out shouldn't cause any real issues here. Let's go into OBS. Lower that volume. Okay, I lowered the game volume in OBS. Let's see if that helps at all. Because I can't hear myself talking, so... can't hear myself talking in the recording, so... Okay, that's good. Each of these games has slightly different audio mixing, and I have to keep adjusting on the fly to figure out which one works properly. If this were Frontline, you'd barely be able to hear the game. And I think Big Red One was also a bit louder than this. Anyway, though, as I was saying, in common with Pacific Assault, this game can and will make you shoot down more planes than the Japanese actually lost. I keep missing torpedoes. It'd also help if I could zoom in, but I can't. Gotta say though, the Japanese seem to have a real thing for wanting to sink California here. I don't actually remember what my record is in Rising Sun. I think it's like 75 planes shot down between the two missions, which is every bit as hilarious as you would think it would be. That was a long time ago, and I definitely am not as good at this game as I used to be. Harbor missions, I think. You know, somehow I don't think you would be surviving that. 2 bonus objectives. 42. 42 planes in the first mission. The next mission's going to have even more. I haven't actually ever figured out what the skeleton keys are for, because every time I think about them, I forget to look them up. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't think Call of Duty's ever actually done a Pearl Harbor mission, or Battlefield for that matter. Like, even Battlefield 1942 didn't have one. That's mildly impressive. You would think of any series Call of Duty would want to do this. I have to wonder how those other sailors ended up in the water. Did they get blown off the ship like we did?
Gunny, planes inbound.
Here's the other thing they recycled from this for Pacific Assault, the PT boat section.
Okay, Gunny, the engines will be up in a second. Jennies are good. Engines are good. All right, let's see what this old gal can do. We gotta protect our
One of the things I will forever give Rising Sun props for, in spite of how old the game is how much effort they actually put into the models of the ships. They're not all just copy and pasted. I mean, they aren't completely unique, but as you can tell from the triple turrets here. But it's still better than most games would have done back then. Battleships are somewhat copy and paste, but not as bad as they could have been. It is very Pearl Harbor here, though, and not in a good way. I also apologize that the auto mixing gets a bit funky here, because there's a lot of machine gun shooting. And there we go with over 20 planes again. It's also nice to see that Vestal actually, well, looks like Vestal, instead of just being another battleship or something. At this point, you kind of just have to hold down the trigger because you cannot see them coming. But if you hold down the trigger, you'll hit them. I hurt my finger here. This aftermarket computer game controllers make my comfortable. I vaguely remember Blazing Angels' Toronto mission, and yeah, that was a bit... Well, at least they put effort in, I guess. Rest in peace, Arizona. I'll admit that Rising Sun doesn't have as good a Pacific Assault here for the Arizona explosion, but Pacific Assault is also a newer game on computer as opposed to GameCube. Goodbye, Nevada. Have fun.
Any ships available. We are attempting to sortie seaward. We need an escort. I say again, we
Also nice to see Nevada's run for the sea, but different from Pacific Assault here, there's no health bar on Nevada, so you don't have to worry about failing the mission. Also nice use of tanker there. But just because you don't have to worry about failing the mission doesn't mean you can just sit here and do it, especially if you want the second bonus objective. You need to really shoot a lot of planes out of the sky to get that second bonus objective. I'm going to make no promises of getting that second bonus objective right now, honestly. Trying to focus on hitting the planes because I want that bonus objective. Luckily, the game throws a ton of them at you right here, so if you aren't doing very well, it gives you a little consolation prize. Well, I didn't see the pop-up, so I don't know how many I shot down there.
Knock it off! And you listen up, Marines. You take a good long look.
Ah, my finger hates me
None
right
of
now.
you ever see a day like this again. Or nobody will ever know what it was like. But maybe the ones that lived through it. You just be damn sure you don't forget the ones who didn't.
The artifacting does kind of take away from it a bit, but for the time, that was a very good cutscene. Nope. Just note here that I shot down 64 planes, and that isn't enough for the second bonus objective. I'm fairly certain the second bonus objective is 70 planes. So you need to single-handedly shoot down every plane that was damaged at Pearl Harbor overall to get the second objective. Okay, we move from Pearl Harbor to the Philippines, which is another thing you really don't see in games very often. If at all, for that matter. It'll also be where we set up a side plot that never went anywhere for Rising Sun 2, which also never went anywhere. But that's a different story. As I mentioned with the last stream, oftentimes you'll see 20-round Tommy guns. This would be the archetypal example of that.
Over here!
Joseph, is that you? Oh man, it's good to see you. Now, California, I can't believe it. We got real problems.
I can't help but feel, and I don't remember the controls, that soldiers in the Philippines probably wouldn't actually have Garands, but hey, at least they acknowledge the existence of the 20-round Tommy guns. I keep pressing the wrong button. The basic default button for melee in this game is pressing left on the D-pad. That is so weird, it's throwing me off.
Corporal, your screen is on the ground. Japs have been using coal mines, and there's no way we can make it through these streets without a dismounted man. This tank is on its last leg. You stay close.
It's also nice to see the existence of the steward. Yeah, you see me keep crouching, that's because I'm pressing B thinking I'm gonna hit them in the face, but it's actually making me crouch. And I'm just not used to these controls anymore. I forgot the pole mines blow up when you shoot them. I don't remember there's actually a bonus objective for shooting those things down. I just kind of do it out of habit, but... There we go.
Over here! Joseph, is that you? Oh man, it's good to see you. You made it.
I also have to question how we got over to the Philippines from Pearl Harbor before they, you know, fell completely and no one got in. But again, just be thankful they're actually even using the Philippines in a lot of ways. Wow, that helmet flew a while. Anyway. It's nice just to see them even using the Philippines. I can't think of any other World War II shooter that actually acknowledges the existence of this campaign.
Screen is on the ground. Captain's using coal mines, and there's no way we can make it through these streets without a dismounted man. This tank is on its last legs. You stay close.
Trying to find a med kit. I can't find any.
The rear.
I thought it was a grenade at first too, but no, that was a helmet. Medkit? Thank you. Gunny, why are you using a shotgun on top of a tank? Too bad this is an older game where you can't pick up the weapons. One of the more fun things in... not again. Anyway, one of the more fun things in Pacific Assault is picking up bayonet Arasakas and just going ham with them. Those pole mines are extremely annoying if you're not using the cheat codes for invincibility. Because as could be expected from getting hit with a giant stick of explosives, it's an insta-kill.
Joseph, is that you? Oh man, it's good to see you. You made it out to California. Demolition. Your truck is somewhere near that church in the town square.
I'll admit, using a 1911 against an Arasaka is probably not a fair thing, but I want to see how well I can actually hit the thing. Medal of Honor is always pretty good at attention to detail, even in these older games,
Screen is on the ground.
in a way that Call of Duty isn't quite able to match.
Without a dismounted man.
Not perfect. There's definitely some weird funkiness going on sometimes, but all things being equal, it's fairly realistic for its time. Other than, you know, the whole you can't reload the Garand until you shoot all the bullets. But that's just kind of a trope with these old games, so nothing new there. Okay, I'm going to be not caught by this guy again. I like this mission. I don't like having to restart it that many times. Got a little bit of a lag spike there. Not this time. Missed that one. And I keep pressing the wrong buttons. The problem with playing a lot of these old GameCube shooters is that none of them have a really unified control scheme. This is well before you get into your Xbox 360 on games where everything has the exact same control scheme. Ow! Because all these games have slightly different control schemes, it keeps throwing me off when I'm playing them because I get used to one game and then switch to a different one. Okay. Any more pole mines? Not that I can see.
They're running. They're on the retreat.
Now here's one of the more fun parts of this mission, because they can and will hide and ambush you. The AI is not good enough that it's not in. The AI is not good enough that it can, you know, actually properly ambush you. But if you don't remember where they're hiding, it's easy to get caught unawares. The soup is hot and satisfying. I love that about this in Frontline. When you pick up the food, it just has little in-jokes in it. Come on. There we go.
Ripping these air attacks are chewing us up. Now, they've got a spotter and an observation post somewhere. I'll be up high in one of those buildings. They'll have a radio relay station nearby. Find a boat and knock them out. We'll hold here. Got a lot
Okay.
riding on you, Marine. Don't let us down.
You know, you could come and help me, Gunny. Oh, they got a tank. Ow. Ow again. Okay, now I think blowing that tank up is a bonus objective, maybe? Ow. I somehow don't think frag grenades would do that, but... Okay, it's not a bonus objective. Would it have killed them to give me something more explosive than frag grenades? And this is what I mean about the save points being hidden. You never know where they're going to be until you find them. Okay. Like, I give them props for being creative with the save points, but it would really help if they gave you more of them. Why were they dancing? Well, that's a spotter gone. I am liberating you of this machine. gotta be the most pitiful onside charge I've ever seen. Granted, I'm low on health, but still. Speaking of being low on health, there's gotta be a health kit around here somewhere. I know there's a health kit around here somewhere, I just don't remember where. Okay, this could be a bit of a problem. The game's sometimes a bit stingy on your healing, so this could be fun. Okay. Let's see here. Where is the nearest health pack? Is it over here? I think it might be inside here. No, they opened the door, right? Forgot they do that. Okay, well, I'm not going to promise I'm not going to get shot in the face and die here. So we'll see what happens. It's always fun to see that dispersion on the tracers than just going complete random directions. Old this game may be, at least you can lean around corners. Thank you for actually giving me some healing items. There we go. Gotta love the obligatory Filipino sewer. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, thank God, a med kit. A proper med kit. Still not full heal, but I'll take what I can get here. I never actually played Ghosts, but that's because I already knew Ghosts is a terrible game and I wasn't really ever interested in it. Then again, Call of Duty kind of went downhill after Modern Warfare 3 for a while. Not quite sure why you put a picture inside a box, but you do you guys. Ow, 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 ow. And more machine gun shooting gallery time. This time featuring exploding barrels. And magically teleporting Japanese soldiers. Yes. Except for that guy, he seems to just want to chill in the corner. It should not have taken me 7 bullets to hit that guy. enough of that. Let's move on. This baseball field is one of the more fun multiplayer missions, though it doesn't look quite the same. They have a bunch of boxes and such for verticality. But then again, Rising Sun has a very underrated multiplayer. I'm not going to call it the best in the series. I think that's still Allied Assault. But it's pretty fun, provided you can find a working copy and enough controllers. And don't mind actually having physical interaction with people. But hey, it's still fun. Though I think my favorite multiplayer map is the Pearl Harbor one, where you get to run around on, I think it was 2 battleships, and you just get to use those and run around on them. Well, use them as in you run around on them. It's actually pretty fun the way they set that up. Shooting at me. What? Whenever I get done with the campaign, I might actually go to that multiplayer map and see if I remember it properly. Okay, I don't know who's shooting at me here. So, I'm just gonna ignore that. They aren't hitting me, so. Oh, that's who it is. The Tommy gun bonk. Make a joke out of that. What's down here? More sewers. Yay. Anything in these? What? That health kit would have been nice to have, you know, when I actually needed it. Okay, nothing important down here. Colt just has a good old pistol whip. Garand is knocking them in the with a buttstock. And the Tommy gun is just, well, no horny, I guess. You know, I almost feel bad about this. Hell of a way to go. Also very much early 2000s video game shooter humor there. Anyone home? Ow. You know, I do remember when this game was new and when all of this was very high-tech and nice. But going back to it now, it is very easy to see how much games have improved since this game. Also, it's deeply amusing to blow up even a light tank with just a machine gun. You know, knowing where that medkit is, I think I'm going to go back and actually use that now. No, never mind, I forgot this medkit's out here. I'm good. Where have you been, Gunny? I could have used your help here.
Hopefully you find some way to signal the demo tape. I'll check out this truck. I bet you keep your eyes peeled for Jack.
I shouldn't be surprised they put the save point in the church. Alas, this is a 20-year-old game, so there's no animations for the bells. Now the fun part of this mission.
Back of this truck and shoot anything that moves. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
And I would be air quoting if I could.
Hold on!
And
Damn it, Marine! You make sure you and that tank reach the
here is where we get to the sequel bait. Your brother getting captured. There was a lot of plans for Rising Sun 2, but they never actually went anywhere, and you only see him pop up again in Medal of Honor Heroes. I think it was called Heroes. Forgot how difficult it is to hit this tank. There we go. This part is very, very difficult, even on lower difficulties, just because it's so hard to aim in this game.
Take out those Japanese!
I would love to. Why are you just... You know what? I'm not going to question it. You guys do what you want to do. Couldn't have just jammed your gun in the tire or something? Ow.
Hold off the jet. We gotta reach these targets. Go, Marines, go, go! Mission accomplished. Well, those charges, light them off!
There's the end of the Philippine mission.
Griffin. At ease, lad. Listen, son, I'm sorry about your brother. We got a damn tough job done, and most of us made it out alive. He was... Well, he was a good Marine. You can't ask for more than that.
16% accuracy feels about right. I actually don't remember what the bonus objectives in that mission were. Been so long. Nah, whatever. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, next is Guadalcanal. If I remember correctly. Yep. Okay. So we're at the 45-minute mark. I need to eat dinner. I'll look at the multiplayer maps and call it good for today. Because this is actually probably the single longest mission in the game.
The mission is to soften up the enemy before the main assault at dawn.
Because it's very easy to get lost and turned around here.
Proceed to the airfield. Destroy an ammo dump. Eliminate any remaining resistance. Sit tight till our relief arrives. Any questions?
That crocodile is not there for no reason. Okay. Let's take a look at those multiplayer maps and go from there. Assuming it loads properly. I'm not going to promise it's not going to crash here. Was it? No. This one, right? Of course it's gonna want me to do the different. Never mind then. I forgot it was on disc 2. Is it just that one? Oh, the joys of having a 2-disc game. Okay, on second thought, we'll just end it here. Next time I stream, which I'm currently thinking will be Tuesday, I'm going to try and see if I can get Call of Duty 1 working. Failing that, I'll do more Rising Sun. For now, we'll end it off here so I can go eat dinner. Thanks for watching. If you're watching this in the archive on YouTube, I apologize for any weirdness in here, but hopefully it'll work properly.